like I'm crooked. Salam, Wazoo said. Now the video I was gonna do about explaining the difference between a black North American and an African, I just did it. I'm going to edit it and upload it to my website. So if you have one of my pricing plans on my website, go there and you can watch it in about an hour. Like I said, I have to edit it, add some images, things of that nature. Now I want to say this before I depart. Hopefully I have sound. Online is a mind. It's a brainwashing thing, but to make it simple, it's a mind. Meaning y'all go online. There's new trends, new mindsets, stereotypes, whatever the case may be. Y'all get all of these things offline. Meaning whatever the trend is online, this is the new mindset, let's say. Y'all adopt that. Over the past 9, going on 10 years that I've been teaching, I watch y'all like that. Get controlled by your online. Like I said, online is like a mind. When you go online, if I ask most of y'all, when you go online, what's going online? Like, what part of you is going online? Your mind. Y'all give y'all mind to online. But it's deeper than just an attention thing. You have to understand the difference between a weak mind, a strong mind. It's just like a physically weak person and a physically strong person. Those of y'all that have weak minds, online takes a deep effect. And so you get my point? You have kids, I will tell you to keep them offline. Like I said, online is a mindset, a brainwashing thing. And when y'all come online and be online, then y'all adopt the mindsets of online. And from there, y'all are controlled. Look at it like a wheel. Once you get into the wheel, and you're spinning in the wheel, then wherever the wheel is moved, you get it? You're in the wheel. That's how they got most of y'all. It's a mindset thing. Peace and wisdom, big stank. I'm assuming that my sound is working. And so like I said, when you're online, be mindful that you're dealing with top level sorcery. When I say top level sorcery, I'm speaking of science. But the top levels of it, you know? This is what all the MK Ultra stuff was about. All those experiments, they had to do with like different aspects of the mind, the psychology of it. What kind of lighting affects the mind? Meaning most people don't know that different lighting has a different effect on the psyche. You go to a movie, they have the lights dim. They have that for a specific reason because they understand the psyche of the mind. You go to a hospital, the light is white. Maybe you go to a club and the light is red. You follow? You become, conscious or self-aware. You'll start to notice the different lightings in society. Even when y'all are driving, it's different lightings. Lighting or color is important, whether you're talking stop signs or just buildings you go into. When you go into jail, the lighting is dim. The walls are like a dark cement gray. It's like I said, color and lighting, which is one and the same, it plays an effect on the psyche of the mind. Peace and wisdom. Please don't curse me. As he said, Christ is king. Jesus is a curse word, a spell. When I say a curse word, a spell, we speaking of that name Jesus that y'all use. It's like a disease on the mind. So you have disease for the physical body. You can put that out there. Whoever catches it, and they'll spread it. You have certain words that are like disease for the mind. Certain words are certain number sequences, like 1111, 6, 7. These things are thrown out there, and they're disease on a mental level. They plague the mind. And like I said, these things is thrown out there. Whoever catches it, and they'll spread it. Now, if you lost, you say, how is Jesus basically a disease word or a curse word? Become self-aware, and you'll clearly see what I'm saying. Y'all blurt the word out. Y'all crazy, but you get my point? You didn't forget the word. It's the person now we talking about. The Christian. How's a Christian not classified as crazy? We'll blurt out Jesus and just, you get it? Like a lunatic. What do Jesus have to do with anything we doing right now? Jesus have to do with everything. Jesus, they like a crazy person when you think about it. Think about it. They throwed off a little bit. It's like I said, you got ancient words, you got ancient number sequences, and it's disease for the mind. Meaning the mind can be plagued by disease, just like the body. These diseases is just number sequences. Certain words. And so most of y'all think like curses is like curse words. No. Curse words, what we call curse words is manifestation words. I say that because curse words tie into the emotion. Fuck, shit, god damn. And you need that when manifesting. God damn, I wish I had $1 million. That'll get you the $1 billion than just sitting saying, I wish I had $1 million. I wish you get it. In that, they deem curse words as curse words for that reason, so y'all can't manifest and know anything y'all doing. But in regards to real curse words, well, Jesus is one. You don't got to think I'm shitting on God or anything. God's name is not Jesus. That's some Puerto Rican word. It's a Latin word, Jesus. The person y'all intend to worship, well, this person's supposed to be from Nazarene. That's over somewhere in the Middle East. Ain't no Jesus or Jesuses in the Middle East. More than that, it wouldn't have been in that time. Jesus is a modern day name. And so do you get my point? The God's name was YHWH. Now it's Jesus. Like I said, Jesus is a curse word. Plague the mind. Basically making one go crazy. Like that movie 23. Jim Carrey got infatuated or lost on that number 23. But that movie represents a real thing. A lot of y'all get lost into the 6, 7s and the 11, trends. How many of y'all got lost into the 11 trend and you not mentally stable right now, whether you told anybody or not? That part. Everything's for self. You ain't got to answer. Just, you get my you don't have to answer. It's just for self. If you knowing like, yeah, I've been feeling a little mentally unstable for these last few years and emotionally unstable, I'll play with things y'all don't understand. It has its effect. You said, damn, even forgot about the movie number 23. Yeah. When I first came, I told y'all, man, they gonna start releasing, the old sorcery on the public. And I explained the element chart and how, spells and different things is created. I kind of blew past it like, man, you don't know what you talking about. Y'all know I know what I'm talking about, but y'all got a little envy problem. Everything I said came to pass. I mean, most of y'all are scramble minded. Remember, I used to say, man, y'all whore y'all mind around like y'all mind is a prostitute. You just give it to anybody. I said, over time, your mind gonna be like tangled up like a thread. Once a thread get a knot in it, you can't really get it out. It's too thin. Your mind is like a thread. Some of y'all remember I said that like 9 years ago. Y'all mind gonna be tangled out in the time to come, and most of y'all mind is on scrambled. And so it's only gonna get worse. Meaning those of y'all who have sold your mind to online. Like I said, online is a mindset. The new trends, new ideas, and the bunch of people that's online that follow these new trends and new ideas. These new mindsets. It's like a peer pressure thing. Y'all want to look like y'all in the know like children in school. And these is all the psychologies that they use on the public. Meaning they're using little kid grade school stuff on adults in society. Y'all all have a knack to seem like y'all want to be a part of what? The same way if you ask the little kids, man, why you follow everything? What you trying to be down with? They gonna say, I ain't trying to be down with nothing. Oh, look that way. And I'll fall into that. But it's a weak mind thing. Meaning you got weak minds, strong minds. A weak mind gonna get overpowered just like a physically weak person. And they're gonna get, forced to do whatever they don't want to do. On a mental level, well, if the mind is weak, then the mind is weak. Look at it like if y'all minds are in slower vibration, this is the lower emotions, then y'all easy to be controlled mentally. Meaning if you vibrating in your lower emotions, this is the negative emotions. You're going to be easier to control through your emotions. If you vibrating in your higher emotions, or if you're vibrating in the higher emotions, then it's harder to be controlled. So when y'all get on here, it messes up y'all vibration or y'all emotional state, knocking y'all into y'all lower emotional state. And that y'all easier to brainwash and control. Why? A lower emotion thing. You're looking for something to appease where you are, or like, feed your lower vibration. That's why I said that's on my website. Well, on my website, I was explaining to pay attention to what you take in, or pay attention to what you hate and dislike. Because you got to wear that hate and dislike. Meaning when you hate somebody or you dislike somebody, that's your own emotions that you fumbling playing with. Now in the daytime, y'all will dislike any and anything y'all can. You will hate stuff. I hate Trump. Before you hate Trump, you need to ask yourself, is he worth it? Some of y'all right now, you so frustrated and aggravated about Trump being in office and ain't nothing going your way. And Trump not even that important. You don't know that man, and who cares? The same with Diddy or anybody else y'all choose to say, I'm gonna hate them. Always ask yourself, is it worth it? More than that, wisdom got to do with, you get my point? There should be nothing that you hate. There should be nothing that you dislike. This is all the ego. This is all a sense of wanting to control things. If not, then why you hate or dislike something? You like what you like and attain what you like. The things you don't like have nothing to do with you. It's like food. If you don't like this food or that food, you get my point, you won't go on a campaign about it and you won't bring it inside your emotions. You just don't like it. You say, Solids, I don't like milk. Why? I don't know. I just don't like milk. Like that. When it comes to people, places, environments, certain things, y'all quick to bring hate and dislike onto self. Y'all let others force it onto y'all because y'all don't understand. I got to wear that. Now that hate and dislike gonna attract more hate and dislike. You get it? Next thing you know, you get to a place in your life, like most older people are now, where if you ask them, what do you like? They can't tell you. But if you ask them what they don't like, man, they got a whole list. I don't like this motherfucker, that motherfucker. I hate Trump, Diddy, this person, that person. I hate doing this, doing that. But they could barely name you anything that they actually like. And that's how that happened. You get my point? And not if you follow me, trying to get to a place where you have no dislikes or hates. Like I said, that all tie into the ego. The one wanting to control. And things gonna be how they are. You gotta keep your vibration where it's at. Otherwise, whatever you hate, what's the difference between you and it? I'm sure whatever you hate about it, hate is the source of it. Say, I don't like Diddy. The things he did, if the things he did is true, those things will be based on his hate. His own inner hate. If they true, I wouldn't care. And you get my point? You hate him. Now you hate feel no different. What's the difference between y'all? And that when y'all dislike and hate feel, y'all forget the point, which is to fix and heal people and get them right. It ain't about becoming aware of somebody's errors and flaws if you ain't gonna do nothing about it. It's like pointing out dirt and trash on the floor, but you have no intention to pick it up. So what we supposed to do? Follow you around now and watch you point out all the dirt? What we doing? Like that. Y'all lose y'all way. And y'all let people knock y'all into y'all lower vibration, y'all envies, things of that nature. And it be based on their envies. Envies that you may not have had prior. A lot of y'all in the daytime, you lost on like materialism. Y'all don't understand materialism don't have nothing to do with rich and poor. It have to do with those who are focused on materials. Now let's say you poor, so you view it like, I can't be materialistic because I ain't got shit. So you hate on all the people that have shit and you view them as materialistic. But you're materialistic just like they are because you're aware of everything that they have. If you wasn't materialistic, you wouldn't know the difference between the good stuff supposedly and the not good stuff. You wouldn't be a part of that whole circle. You get my point? Let's say you come in here, you say, oh, he got this gorilla's ass on he got this gorilla's ass on his neck. Silverback gorilla ass cheek, the left side. On his neck. You say Solace is materialistic. You would be materialistic because you noticed. You're judging me because I have a gorilla's ass on my neck. You're not judging me if I have good morals, good common sense, anything. You didn't even ask me if it was a gift. You just went to judgment. This is what makes a person materialistic. It's not about what you have or what you don't have. It's about when you start to judge people according to that. And that you could be poor or rich. But once you're doing that, you on low lifetime. You could say, I got a gorilla's ass on my neck. It's nice, ain't it? I didn't insult anyone. I didn't say you ain't shit because you don't have one. Do you follow? The point I'm making is most of y'all are like that now, but you wasn't like that before. You didn't know what was in style, what was out of style, what was the expensive stuff, the poor stuff, because you wasn't materialistic. You was just dealing with people on the way they deal with you. Y'all get online, y'all adopt people's filth. And all they talk be based on their lower vibrations, meaning their lower emotions, their envy, their insecurities, so on and so forth. You can't get nowhere in life like that. You get my point? All you do is bombard the self. That bring the self down. Once you get there, y'all can be controlled mentally. Once you there, you there. So you already in the vibration. In that you say, man, fuck what Solid said. That nigga materialistic. I'm not materialistic. I just know what I know. You follow? When I was young, I was dressed how I was dressed. I only know what I know. In that, if you say, why you don't wear cheaper clothes? Because I never did. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know where the cheap store at. A cheap person don't understand that. You get it? Some of y'all like, who don't know where the cheap store is? You got people that live on top of Saks Fifth Ave. They go shopping on Fifth Avenue. They don't know nothing about the 99-cent store. They don't know nothing about Lot Less. I know about these. That's where I get my, my long johns. Get my long johns, I keep the budget shits. I have to get me some of those, not my drawers. Y'all bargain booty in it. I don't do that. Nothing but silk touching these balls, like I told y'all before. You got to view yourself as, a high commodity. It's not about the material, but it's about the self. You say, well, I want yarn and cotton on my ass, then my ass be itching. Yeah, some of y'all got dry ass right now. It's cold outside. You got the bargain booties on. 100% poly. 100% cotton. Ass all dry, itching. You feel me? That cotton don't dry that ass out. You don't want to do that to the self. Especially if you black. You look like a frosted flake fast. So you want to put like silken things on itself. Black people's skin ain't made for cheap fabrics. I'm not being funny right now. I'm being real. Of course, we supposed to have the knowledge, of how to spin plant fibers into thread, weave that thread in the fabric and make our own things. The life produce everything, but we don't, so we have to buy it. But the real point I'm making is black people, the cheap shit ain't for us. You lying right now if you telling me you black and got them bargain booties on and your ass ain't itching. That shit ain't made for your skin. White people don't get ashy. They could wear cotton and yarn and all of that fuzzy shit to scrape you. We need real fur, satin, silk, things that complement the melanin. The melanin can't, the cotton balls and shit like that, it don't go. Y'all think I'm being funny. I'm dead serious. This real life. If you black, when you got your long johns on, your legs don't be itching where you like, damn, I need some better long johns. When I say long johns, I'm talking about like thermal pants. In my day, we called them long johns. They make different kinds now, like more silky. I forgot what they call them, like Nike Tech, Well, Nike Tech spandex pants. But when I was growing up, they was just long johns, cotton booties. Man, when I was growing up, me and all my friends' legs be itching with those on. Like I said, man. Black skin need to be free. But if it have to be covered, it need to be covered in like fine linen, fine silk. Things that complement the melanin. But y'all don't grasp. So if you broke, then you only gonna be lost on your broke. You don't want to be materialistically poor. Meaning you don't want to be poor and materialistic person where you judge people by materials. Because you're gonna be judging yourself more than anything. And it's the reason for, a lot of y'all going on y'all tangents where you try to like manipulate and convince, everybody that they should be poor or look poor. It's just to feed your envies, your insecurities. As soon as you get a lot of money, you're going to be the first one. You get my point? And so you got people that, be getting money their whole life. They already know the story. Like, they already know the person on the side playing manipulation games. As soon as they get money, you get it? They seen that story 50 times already. And so a lot of y'all are like that. You overlook that you gotta have day and night, rich and poor. You gotta have the duality in life. And you gotta pick what side of the duality or somewhere in the fine balance where you wanna be. You follow? Most of y'all that's poor, you poor because you view yourself as poor. Otherwise, what's poor? What's rich? Like I always say, everybody gonna have a different number. You ask everybody on the planet what is rich, everybody gonna have a different number. That mean rich ain't no specific thing. Shit, some of y'all get 100 grand right now and your whole life will change. You will be rich. But maybe there's another person amongst y'all. You get $100,000. That's just gonna help to get you out of debt. You still like shit. I need $500,000 more. I need 500 grand, nigga, like to get right. And so everybody got a different amount. The point I'm making is, man, this is deep. I don't know if y'all can grasp. But the point I'm making is everybody got a different number for poor and rich. And that, you poor if you say, you rich if you say. From there, you going to be what you are. So the poor people that y'all see turn rich or do better for themselves is because of that. While they was in the poor, they didn't view themselves as poor. You probably viewed them as think they better than everybody, and you get my point? So shall it be. You won with the ghetto. You won with jail when you go. Now gotta stop making yourselves y'all experiences. A person go to jail, next thing you know, they the jail master. They defending jail. They know all the etiquette of jail. It's their trophy, even though it ain't nothing. Same with the ghetto. Say my hood. And who cares? You got people that say my estate. And you got bums from the ghetto talking about my hood. Nigga, you don't own a building over there. And worse than that, it's the hood, so who cares? That part. It's all a mindset. It's all how you see things. It's all your awareness levels. Now let's say you somebody that do talk like that and you be like my hood. Well, you got people that say my estate. Meaning they got a whole estate. That's a big ass mansion with a bunch of other houses all around the property, and you get it? An estate. You could have been saying that. They probably was saying that before they had an estate. When I get my estate, you get my point? It's all mental. But I don't think y'all want to grasp so much. Jack, Salam, laughing, balling booties. Better get up on game. Don't let online control y'all minds, but y'all minds is weak. Once you let somebody control your mind, you don't gotta question if you knocked into your lower vibration. That's your lower emotions. You can only be controlled from there. You get my point? Somebody can easily program you on your envies. manipulate you on your envies, your insecurities, but they can't do that to you when you secure. Only when you insecure, envy is sad, or one of the low emotions. This is why y'all gotta raise y'all vibration. But you get it? You ain't gonna be able to do that online. Online is designed for what I said, to knock y'all into y'all lower vibration. From there, y'all take on the online mindset. This is the different trends, different ideals that pop up every month, week, however often it do. And y'all follow it and try to make that like your mindset. Most of the things y'all speak about y'all got from online. Not because you study anything or know anything. Just from online. Online is your mind. And it's you and a bunch of other people. And y'all are controlled in that way. Y'all logged on. And from there, wherever online moves, y'all go. When I say move, I'm speaking from a control perspective. In that, y'all lives are controlled, meaning all the things that you see society doing in a day, it's all controlled. Whatever y'all are buying, whatever y'all are thinking, whatever y'all are getting into, it's all online. If y'all buying land, it's because y'all got that from online. If they want y'all to buy this thing, that thing, online. Y'all in the manipulation wheel. But in regards to learning anything and truly knowing anything for self, y'all don't. If I ask all of y'all on here right now, tell me one thing that you know or said that didn't never come from nobody else. Most of y'all can't say one thing. If you can, type it. And one deep thing or anything that is a thing you said, a philosophy of yours that never was said by anybody else. Most of y'all can't. I got a bunch of videos you can skip through if you want to hear like some shit nobody ever said before that still do make sense in reality. You could use this whole video if you want. But when y'all speak, so the script was written already. And that was heard already. Thousands of others can repeat the same thing you said. I could know what puddle you come from in life just when you open your mouth. If I ask most of y'all, what am I? A Mason, a Hebrew, a Muslim, Christian? Most of y'all will say, I have no clue. If you already know, so you already know because you know, not because you guessed though. But if y'all had to guess, y'all wouldn't know. And that's how you supposed to be. When you speak, it shouldn't reflect that you belong to something. If you belong to something, you a pet. You said my life quote. Yeah, if y'all get outside of the frequency and vibration y'all in, y'all will see everything I'm saying simple. It got y'all on the stupid. Got y'all on retard time. Where they tell y'all who to like, who to dislike, and y'all like adults that, you get my point? I just go with dumb. It don't serve the self in no way. It don't even make no sense when you think about it. You said life is what you make it, so make it so it ain't you ain't making it. You ain't making it. Yeah. Anybody ever talk to you that's so dumb, you like, shh. Start scratching your own head, slightly going crazy, like, ah. Start sounding like homeboy from 300 when he said, raise your shield above your head. Yeah. He never raised it. Said that's something you created on your own. That wasn't nothing. You said life is what you make it. Everybody heard that before. So you didn't create that on your own. But you said life is what you make it. So it ain't you ain't making it. You ain't make it. Sometimes come, slips out, falls on the sheet, in the floor. Woman's back, ass cheek, wherever. Anywhere but inside the vagina. You get where I'm going? You get where I'm going? No? I wouldn't suppose you do. He said I wrote it wrong. No, you wrote it perfect. He said I wrote it wrong. No, you didn't. It's oh, you wrote it just like how it was in your mind. You don't have to manipulate us. We already know. He said, what does, yeah, ask him, what does that mean? It don't mean anything. It mean he was desperate to show, like, I ain't programmed brain. I could say something that never was said before. And he started off by saying something we all heard. He said, life is what you make it. Y'all all heard that, right? I'm sure y'all all say, yeah. He added some more scribble. What he added to it, it make you see, like, yeah, I need to learn things from the source. The original phrase is perfect how it is. Life is what you make it. He added, so if you ain't making it, you ain't making it. I just realized what he said. He said life is what you make it. So if you ain't making it, you ain't making it. Completely stupid. I'm sorry, that was good. I don't know how old you are. You're probably a teenager. You did good, young man. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Life ain't what you make it if you live in the zoo. Y'all pets in the zoo, meaning y'all domesticated. Talking about life what you make it. How? Y'all playing somebody else Monopoly game. Some of y'all get online, you like, man. Some of y'all play the lottery and you like, I'm gonna win one day. You, it's already rigged. You, y'all live in a rigged, orderly system. Why would y'all think anything would just be up for grabs in life? Why? For what? Why make things up for grabs when you can control things? Now, all of y'all want control, but y'all just don't have it. But let's say those that can have it, you don't think they gonna have it? I'm saying that so you could see you've been living in this life for however long you have, but this life been here, and men been here, and men want to control. So the point I'm making is, why would you think you don't live in a completely controlled system where every aspect and dot and line is controlled? Why? That part. Because the mind ain't. Can you get it? Y'all in y'all lower vibration. That's the vibration where you know everything already before you know anything. Then you become blind to everything. I'm sorry, I was choking. Just playing. First time I've seen someone type you as you online. I'm sorry, y'all, my eyelashes. Y'all can see how long my eyelashes are on online. All ego aside and all y'all insecurity aside. Y'all not amazed that I'm like 50 years old? Y'all not amazed that I'm like 50 years old and still retain my youth? Cause y'all be health preaching and all of this fake wise stuff. I know health for real. Y'all 30-year old as hell. What y'all doing? What health you learning? So y'all know everything about diet, but it's not working. How that? How that happen? It's a deep thing. He said, yep, clear as day. Oh, y'all can see my eyelashes. I was asking because they be going in my goddamn eye. If you ever wondered, like, why he be blinking so much? I guess it's a static or something with these devices. And if you just sitting in front of it too long, I got long eyelashes, so you get it? You should start curling the wrong way. But it only, well, no, I ain't gonna, it happens all the time. Yeah. I guess the older you get, you start shedding the hair. And so my eyelashes probably be shedding now. A fresh new gray one. I ain't got no gray eyelashes, but a fresh gray one growing, knock out the black one right in my eye. But it's a deep thing. Like I said, if you really want to be on a path of wisdom, don't overlook my glories and my splendor. Meaning I'm 43 years old, I'll be 44 in like 6 months. And you get my point? I retain my youth. Only thing that gets old on me is my hair. Of course, my hair is all white. But that's it. In regards to my face, my body, I got a 25 pack, skin tight, not old and saggy. It's not old and saggy, anything like that. And you get my point? It's a blueprint to this. It's not even that hard. But most of y'all are lost into life online, like I said. Stupid diet trends, dumb talk, and it don't serve y'all in no way. I don't take no supplements. I don't need those things. If you need supplements, that means you need help. That means you're not well. It's all natural healing. It's like I said, y'all got a healing mechanism already within. You just got to learn to strengthen that or leave it be and let it do what it do. Y'all take medicines and things like that and it weakens it. It's like putting an electric motor on a bicycle so then you don't pedal. Your legs get weak. If you're taking medicine and things like that, well, your natural medicine, which is your healing mechanism, they take the day off. They take the week off. They forget how to come back to work. Then y'all need the medicines always. It's all a simple thing, but y'all lost in the people selling y'all products, meaning health is a business. And y'all are the consumers and the people lost into it. If you somebody making your money off, products and stuff, that I don't keep up with the society. Like, and that nobody don't need to take offense or take a jab like, oh, he trying to mess up my business. I don't know your business. You get my point? I wouldn't care. You ain't got to be hating back on me. I'm just making a realistic point. For anybody concerned with health, medicine ain't the way to health. Medicine is the way to dependency. Medicine's still a drug, I suppose. Ozempic is still a drug. When you go to the gym and you pumping iron and you taking those supplements, that's still a drug. And you are addicted on it. And you do go through the motions when you beat up your girlfriend. You know, them dudes on steroids, they be beating up their girlfriend, getting attitudes, yelling at people. Throw it off. It's a drug. You gotta learn to be pure. You get it? And smoke a little herb. But once you going past that, you get my point? You're looking to mess up your mind. Don't even go to that. Just stay pure, because most of y'all, some of y'all, you know, you got room for error. Some of y'all don't. You already slow enough. Just keep your mind. Just drink water. Don't even drink no, don't even drink no soda or nothing. Cause you easily influence. You feel me? You know all the liquid substances we intake that tie into our emotions, our spirit. Spirit is substance. A substance is liquid. So you got your physical diet, you got your spiritual diet. This is basically your emotional state, are the substances that you take in. All the substances we take in, they tie into our emotional state. Whether you speak in water to heroin, which is a substance, and they will all affect the emotional state from a mild to an extreme level. But you get it? It depends on the substance. Water doesn't have an effect on the emotional state. That's just regular. If that makes sense. You need to get back to a regular state. Water. But let's say you drink orange juice, soda, coffee, tea, alcohol, something stronger. You get my point? Coffee have an effect on the emotional state more than soda. Let's say soda more than tea, but you get my point? Alcohol more than coffee, but it's all an emotional thing. The point I'm making is you gotta watch your diet on all three planes of your existence: mentally, spiritually, and physically. A physical diet don't got nothing to do with the imbalances that y'all teach. And just eat vegetables, just eat that. Diet have to do with moderation, like I always say. And if you want to get the most out of diet, if that's important to you, you eat in season. All the fruits, vegetables, they're produced at different times of the year. This is if you let, Mother Nature feed you and tell you what you're supposed to do instead of man. Man tell you what to eat, but man don't got no merit. Now, when you're dealing with nature and life, which is producing a food for us, well, whenever apples grow, that's when nature say it's best for you to eat them. Apples don't grow in the same time as pineapples, let's say. You follow? Whenever nature produced the thing, that's the best time to eat it. Now, of course, man can manipulate nature and make things grow whenever he wants. But remembering the natural flow of nature is how you remember the natural diet of man, which is to eat in season. Of course, in the wintertime, nothing grows. So, hunting season. Vigilante season. Hope you make it to spring. Man, talk about don't eat meat. You'll be eating in winter. If there was no stores, most of y'all wouldn't make it through the winter. And somebody would have ate you while you was looking for something to eat. That part. Some of y'all vegans, you say, I don't eat no meat. If there wasn't no stores in wintertime rolled up on your ass, you'd be the first one eating flesh. Talking about, let me get some of that fried chicken. That part. Ain't nobody starving themselves to death. And so it's a deep thing. It's not about being racist on food, because that's all that is. You're a vegan, you got a problem with meat, you just got a problem. Like, and it's tied into racism a little bit. And so, when you're dealing with physical diet, you get my point? You got the different seasons that different fruits, vegetables, grains growing. Eat in season. That's how you get the most out of diet. If that's not important to you to get the most out of your diet, how do you get my point? The further you get away from that, Well, more out of whack, I guess you can say you be. Meaning you want to eat natural food. Natural food is basically, I don't want to say organic because then y'all get lost on organic products, which is synthetic food, no different than any other food you see in any store. And the rice you buy in the bag ain't the same rice that grow out the ground. You get it? They process it and do other things to it before they put it on the shelves. To give it a longer shelf life. The same with your juices that y'all buy. Oranges, or if you fresh squeeze orange juice, it don't last 30 days. It will go spoil you. So they have to put preservatives and things inside your orange juice so that it can have a shelf life. You get my point? Meaning everything y'all buy out the store has been altered so that it can last. Last the process of it being shipped from the farm to the manufacturing plant to the supermarket or wherever, then being stocked and sitting there till somebody buys it. Real food would go bad. So like that. Knowing the difference between product and naturally grown food. That's not to say you can't eat products, but you do want to get. Look at it like a 75-25 thing. You want to get as much natural food in you throughout the month. And you could leave room for 25% of like candies. That's like synthetics and all of that stuff. Candy, supermarket food, McDonald's, whatever. But keep the diet mostly, natural, naturally grown. I'm saying that because you're going to shit all that out anyway, but the body is organic. The immune system, the bowel system is made for organic food or natural grown food. It's not made for like candy, pennies and shit like that. We live in slow time. People eating pennies and shit like that. Eating glass. I've seen all kind of things. I've seen all kind of things online, so I'm just putting it out there. Eating bottle tops and shit like that. Candy, bottle tops, pennies, whatever. The immune system ain't made to do anything with that. This is why if you eat a penny, you'll shit out a whole penny, like. But if you eat some real food, you'll shit out soil, like. Meaning you eat real food, it turns into soil, like what it came from. Shit is soil. In real life, there's no toilet bowl in the sewer system collecting y'all shit so that it could make gas out of it. But that's a whole nother story. In real life, you shit back in the ground. You put the seed in the dirt, the soil, or the shit. That's what soil smell like. That's what soil is. Old dried up shit. You plant your seed in doo-doo. The ground has to give you back something. So it gives you back whatever the seed is, which is, the fruit, vegetable, or whatever. You plant that food in your belly. Your belly have to oblige to the laws of give and receive. So you put the food in your belly got to give back out something. So your belly give back out what the ground need. The ground give you what you need, your belly transcend it back into what the ground need. And it's a balance between the two. You follow? We shit to add more soil back to the earth. In return, the earth will give us food. And this is the balance between us and Mama Nature. And most Babylon monkeys know nothing of that. Meaning they don't know the actual transaction between every aspect of life and us. So that's your first jewel. We give to the earth give back to us, and the earth only do it because of that giving. As we stop shitting in the ground, meaning as we start covering the ground with concrete and making toilet bowls and becoming civilized, so to say, the earth stop producing as much as it used to. When y'all walk down y'all street, there are no fruit trees. When I was young, even in the projects, they had pear trees. Like I always say, we used to throw them at the crackheads because we didn't understand natural food. That's how brainwashed and monkeyed out we was. You buy your fruits and they don't even have fruit stands no more like when I was growing up. When I was growing up, you had in New York. You had grocery stores on every corner, and right next to every grocery store, there was a fruit stand. This is a store like the grocery store, but it got nothing but fruit in it. I'm not talking about like somebody that set up a stand selling fruit. I'm talking about a whole store that got like watermelons, everything you could think of. They even had sugar canes. So, like in the fruit stand or the fruit store, they have fruits that you wouldn't naturally see at like the supermarket. But like I said, it was a corner store on every corner and a fruit stand next to it. Our fruit store, you don't see that no more like that. When I was growing up, before we used to go to free lunch, because you know, back in the day, we come from poor times. Meaning, if you young and you crying like you poor, well, we had to go eat free lunch. Do you hear me? Either that or starve, nigga. Now, our parents only had enough to feed us one time a day. You got to go get your own. It was like back in the tribal times, our nature. The tribe cooking dinner, but your ass better go out there and find a rabbit or something. You better get it. It don't matter if you 6, 7 years old. You gotta learn now. What if I die tomorrow? You gotta know. So we was hands-on learning when we was young. Our peoples used to teach us everything they knew in regards to like tending to yourself. When I was growing up, I was being taught how to iron clothes at 5 years old. Because my grandma like, I'm not gonna be waking up every morning to iron your clothes. Ain't nothing wrong with your ass. Come here, let me show you. Don't touch that part, and you get it. Some of y'all my age, and you got taught things like that too. Where you like, yeah, I remember being taught everything that I know. Like this generation learn on their own. You can't even teach them anything. But when I used to go to free lunch, me and my sister, we used to stop in all the people's yards and like steal their peaches and stuff like that. Sometimes the fruit tree would actually be on like the street. We get some pears, peaches, all of that. Eat that on our way to free lunch. There's no fruit trees anywhere in New York anymore in regards to New York City. There's a cherry tree on, but I don't live like, you get it? You gotta be on the outskirts to see stuff like that. People got chickens and shit like that in my area, but in the city, you don't see none of this stuff. And I'm not that old. That mean they got rid of all of that and like, I'm 43, so you figure like, it was like this when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That mean between 13 and 43, they just erased all of that. 30 years, that's it. They just erased all of that. Most of y'all young, you like, I don't remember nothing he's saying. Like, when was that? When could you walk down the street and see like fruit trees? Everybody my age remember that. I suppose the people older than me, they remember it even better. Like, and so it's deep. As time go, they start taking away, our connection with nature. But it's to force us into the stores. But that's the connection with, yourself and nature. The earth ain't nothing but soil or dirt, but that's really shit, old shit, horse shit, anybody shit. And we plant seed into that. The seed give us back food. We eat the food, our shit, it goes back with the soil. It's one with the soil. Make the soil more powerful for the next go round. And that cycle, you get my point, is the relationship between us and earth. We don't oblige to it, so things start getting a little tight. Now that's on a physical level, like I said, when you're dealing with diet is more of those things. If you're being told specific things to eat, you just being controlled and you just weak-minded, but that's your own thing. But in regards to real diet on a physical level, that's it. Eat in season if you want to get the most out of like diet. But if that's not important to you, you ain't, you get it? You're not living to eat. Make sure you keep your diet, 75% natural. You don't have to eat things in season, but you will get more out of the diet if you did. But ain't nothing gonna happen to you if you don't. You should know that because y'all don't already. And so you get my point? Diet ain't that important. It's just a physical thing. You gonna shit it out your ass and your body gonna perish anyway. You can go above and beyond to keep yourself healthy and you still gonna get sick and die. You follow? So you don't ever got to be sold on that. That's a waste of time. You got no control over the self like that. All you got control over is keeping yourself balanced, and then you shouldn't have them problems. Outside of that, trying to control your well-being beyond just being fed and balanced in your ways, well, you wasting your time. Life is already, moving. Life is like an escalator, and you get my point? Everything is already, planned out for us in terms of us going through certain pressures and things like that, because y'all gotta be refined. We try to control our lives, and that's what make for the turmoil. Not just going through the process of things. You know how y'all be like, just trust the process, like that. Y'all don't just trust the process. Y'all kind of want to control things when y'all want with y'all life. And that, you get it? It causes things to be off track. Most people never get it together. They stay in their ego where they want full control. So, you get my point? Peace and wisdom, Lorenzo Bukes. Thanks for telling people to get the likes up. Peace and wisdom, Jack. And so that's the physical diet. Of course, it goes deeper than that, but that's just, on a surface level. Eat in season if you can, and be moderate. You don't need to eat but 2-3 times a day at most. Once you going past 3 times, you going into your greed. And so it's going to have whatever effect it have on you. Now you have your spiritual diet. These is the substances you take in, whether you talking liquids like water, soda, juice, or drug substances. Ozempic, pharmaceuticals, street drugs. And these things control the emotional state in a positive or negative way. You want to be aware of your spiritual intake, meaning your substance intake. Then make sure you getting enough substance in self. That's for one. Most people lacking on like fluid. Y'all eat enough throughout the day, but y'all truly don't drink as much as we should. Y'all should be drinking like a gallon of juices. Not juices, but a gallon of liquid a day. Most of y'all don't even drink a half a gallon. If most of y'all took measure of how much y'all drinking, you coming up short. And you get my point? That's the whole flushing system right there. Y'all not peeing enough. Y'all not drinking enough. You're not flushing the toxins out enough. When y'all pee, y'all getting rid of so much germs within y'all and you don't even realize it. That's all pee truly is. It's just rounding up all the toxic things that's about to be a problem and pushing it out early. Y'all don't drink enough. So you get my point? You don't flush enough. If you're not drinking enough, this is where a lot of y'all weight gain pack up at. Some of y'all like, I'm getting real heavy, but I don't eat that much. What's going on? Not flushing enough. Meaning you're not drinking enough. You're not drinking enough, so you're going to be able to eat more. But if you're drinking enough, you won't be hungry as much. And you get it all balanced. Oh, it's deep. Everything is balanced. I'm getting a little tired. It's a little late, but that's the spiritual diet. Then, of course, you have, you said I never heard this. Learn from life directly, not from man. So I try to teach y'all to learn directly from life. Like I explained to you the balance between us and Mother Earth. It's just a heightened awareness. You gotta be self-aware first before you can be aware of everything outside of self. Meaning y'all live in the shade or like in the blinders, y'all don't notice nothing or see anything. Nothing I'm explaining is really deep. It's simple. It's deep to y'all because it's like, damn, that's common fucking sense. Why didn't I notice that shit and saw you was the same thing in that whole process? I'm in it. Why I don't know that? Y'all don't pay attention to anything. Y'all brains are controlled by other things, the people. And that y'all don't see anything. Y'all just see through y'all program. Somebody told you I was a bad person. So you see me like that every day. Even though every day you come here get deep wisdom that you wouldn't have otherwise. And ain't nothing happened outside of that. But you gonna always see me through your program. Because the mind is weak and fragile in that way. That's how y'all are in everything in life. Y'all don't see nothing. But it's all right in y'all face. Y'all see whatever programs y'all want. Whatever's put in the brain. That's whoever own your brain. So you played by that. And so that's the physical diet. You got the spiritual diet. And then of course you got the mental diet. It's got to do with like sounds, words, music, the things on the air levels that y'all bring inside y'all mind space. That's like words, conversations, the music y'all listen to, and the tone of it. Is it positive? Is it negative? Most of y'all take account of that. Y'all probably say, man, my mental diet is all negative. I'm either watching niggas argue, I'm listening to some somewhat negative rap, or I'm having a conversation with somebody where I'm venting in some sort, bitterness shit. Y'all don't take account of all of that throughout y'all day. Like, damn, I'm feeding my mind shit. Y'all don't feed my mind none of that. And that my mind's always crystal clear. I'm explaining things. He say, I never heard this before. Now my mind always crystal clear. It's always sharp. Ain't nothing that you shouldn't know. When you learn what y'all call like Jesus in y'all Christianity, when you learn that the accurate way, meaning they distorted it purposely for a reason, but when you learn that Jesus character, which is YHWH, and the knowledge that, the Bible kind of wrote over, when y'all learn that right, y'all be able to heal yourselves and know everything. Pretty much how you see I am. Where you like, I've been watching this nigga all this time, you're not never sick or nothing. Say he caught COVID, but the nigga looked regular to me. Like that. He don't never age or nothing. Niggas just get wiser and wiser. It don't seem like ain't nothing that he don't know. If he explained it, it'd be better than whatever everybody else said. When you learn them teachings right, you heal yourself. The knowledge is a wisdom for self. For self to raise your vibration to, a godly place. I don't know how to explain it in words, but when you learn it accurately, you heal yourself and pretty much know everything that you think of. But it all got to do with y'all vibration. You get it? Y'all in y'all low emotional state. So it ain't like possible. Y'all don't know how to snap out of it. Now, YHWH, just not to breeze by that. I know most of you don't be knowing stuff. That's pronounced you, not Yahashua and all that weird stuff. YH is yeah. Y'all know how to sound out words. YHWH, you. That's how they spelled you in the past. And that's the name of the God, meaning the God have to do with something in you. And when you learn that thing inside of you, right. So let's say you and the thing be one and ain't nothing you won't know. And ain't no you getting strayed off the path. You see how nobody control my mind. and nobody don't lead me nowhere. I seem to know what I'm doing, and you get my point? The niggas come and go, and whatever. It's from that. Maybe your hair get white. That's the only thing might happen. I don't know what to tell you. You like if you got black hair and you like it, maybe then you don't. Don't learn. Shit gonna turn white instantly. Once you tap in, instantly straight white. What's that? Oh, y'all giving back? Salam. Thank you. Appreciate it. Feel appreciated when y'all do that. Now, where was I? If anyone wants to learn it the right way, you can email upscaleknowledge@gmail.com and figure out what you're going to pay me for my time and explaining it to you. It's not long, but it ain't anything short to me. But if you slow a little bit, or you deeply programmed on the wrong things, then it might take you a long time. Now, view your mind like a piece of paper. Once you write something on it, it's there. You can try to write things over it, but then it's just going to make the paper look like scribble scrabble. So this how the mind is. You want to be careful of what you let be written on your paper. That's your mind. Because it be there. And somebody put something over it, be all scrambled out in the mind. And so like I said, if any of y'all want to learn it the accurate way, real Christian, well, it ain't Christianity. That's the whole foolish stuff. But if you want to learn those teachings accurately, of course, now you know the accurate name, YHWH, pronounced you. The whole thing got to do with you. It's not to say you God, but it's to say God is in you. And that same God is in everybody else that's a you. But the God can be ignored and, kind of pushed off to the side. And that, you get my point? You be on your own in this life, which is where most people are. And that y'all be seeking some companionship. Y'all feel lonely like y'all need something. When you tap into what I'm talking about, you don't feel like you need anything. You got your guardian kind of. You get my point? And I don't need y'all for nothing. I don't need y'all to tell me nothing. I don't want to say that. Y'all take those things wrong. I like if you tell me something. But I don't have a need for it. It wouldn't matter. You get my point? Like that. Y'all have to get there where y'all don't have a need for anything. Y'all just do. You get it? There's no dependency. There's just you and this thing. And you get my point? They guide you through. It's like a surrendering thing. Y'all got too much ego, so you gotta surrender, like, yourself. My name used to be Cheese in the street and all of that. And that person gone, you get it? I have to sacrifice that person. But it's okay because then somebody new came. That's Solace. Now, Cheese and Solace is the same person, but they not. Meaning if you know me back in the day and you know me now, you say like, yeah, he the same, but he not the same though. He different. I can't quite pinpoint it. The nigga's different. But he's still the same though. He didn't do like the other wise people and kind of got a whole new look. And a whole new facade where he act like he was. That nigga look like he used to look. And he act like he used to look until you come close enough to him. Then you like, hold on, that nigga's different. His brain is different. His whole energy feels different. Like that. You gotta sacrifice who you are. And you get my point? You gotta sacrifice who the world made you to be who you are. It starts with those kind of things, but most people got ego, so you get my point? But like I said, when you learn them teachings accurately, you learn, like I said, you got, a healing mechanism within you already, and you learn everything you need to know concerning self and keeping self, on the up and up here. Most people get lost in the programmings and all the fake stuff. And they be lost. Like I said, it's not that much, but it can be. It's like your fingers. The fingers go to like the head, the face. And these points go to these points. Do like this. Hoping y'all doing it. Breathe though. Sinuses cleared up a little bit, right? Each finger's like, I don't feel like teaching y'all because y'all ungrateful, but you get it? It's like a guitar. Stretch this one over there. You connect to something up here. You doing it? You feel like your sinuses kind of cleared up? I like that. And just breathe. And tell me if your breathing don't feel like it's clearing, getting clearer and clearer, like the passageway. Make sure the thumb is stretched that way, like over. It's a pulling thing. The hand, every aspect of the body go back to the brain, but you get it? The hand go to different points of the fingers on the hand. And different, which I will call gang signs, is like old spiritual stuff concerning what I'm talking about. Like adjusting certain things internally. If your sinuses is backed up, you say, I could just blow my nose. I don't know how to make it clear on its own. You see, it cleared your sinuses out, right? Like that. And sit like that for 5 minutes and you get it? Clear your shit completely out. Where the air coming in too much, where you like, oh, it's making my nose burn. And there's other ones, you know, like that. Like I said, I don't want to teach y'all that. That's not for y'all. But like they say, the hand bone's connected to the head and all of that. The hip bone connected. I ain't gonna teach you like that, but like how I just showed you, different points on the body, different parts of the hand. A lot of time, y'all hands be in position to close the mind off, like instead of more open or in a certain position that it's supposed to be in. Palms being up as opposed to the palms being down. It changed the vibration of the mind. You can try it right now. You'll feel it if you focus and like, oh yeah, I felt like a breeze when not a breeze, but you get it? I felt like a shift a little bit. Things y'all normally don't pay attention to because y'all just moving through the day. But if you sitting, you be like, oh shit, I noticed everything he said. I could feel my movements in my mind, like, and in my eye. Remember, y'all brain control y'all digits. You moving your digits, something's happening in the brain. You're not paying attention to the brain, you paying attention to the digits. And that you don't notice, like, hold on, what happens when I move my right arm up? Until you start to notice, like, oh, shit. So when you see, like, ancient monks or something sitting and doing different weird poses or just doing strange stuff where you like, I don't get why they doing that. They doing, like, stuff I'm talking about right now. You got a headache, let's say you got an illness. Depending on what your illness is, I could tell you how to heal it by just sitting for 10 minutes in a certain position. I be telling y'all about natural healing, but y'all don't listen. Y'all think y'all need products. So y'all be like, no, I need drugs. Okay, enjoy your drugs then. But you can get rid of a cold and, you know, small things by what I just showed you with that. More extreme things, different positions. Of course, y'all need fresh air while doing these things as well. It's all simple. Once you learn it, just hold a vibration, or it'll hold you. Same way y'all negative vibrations hold y'all in the frequency. It'll hold you where it holds you. Now I'm about to depart. Y'all have any questions asked? Like I say, you stay offline. It control y'all mind. Those of y'all that got a weak mind. And that, you're going to be ping-ponging all over the place. And you get my point? Falling off the... There's a lot of people I know that strayed off the wisdom. You know, a lot of y'all used to be followers of mine, like, wholeheartedly. But you kind of strayed away in your ego. I still talk to you ever so often. But you in your own la-la land now. And your shit is all A-Rod. Y'all going to jail and shit, losing y'all businesses, all kind of things. And it's like, you gotta be self-aware. You said your girl said that she would never leave me. Now she on another team. Yeah, females tell you anything when they with you. But I suppose you did the same, so. It's just a people thing. People say anything. I said, did you see Jake Paul get knocked out by Anthony Joshua? Yeah. Are you aware how your mind is lost in the stupid? Multiple channels talking about Jake Paul. Ain't too many channels explaining what I'm explaining right now. I said ask a question. Your mind on stupid. You get my point? And that is like, why are you here? Don't take offense. I don't mind if you be here. But you never give back. You kind of stupid. It's a place for wisdom. What you here for? Don't take offense. It's just real talk. I don't know emotions. I just know reality. Like, you want to talk about Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. Why? Just asking. I want to talk about God and deep things. Where you go when you go unconscious. You see how you awake right now? Then you go unconscious, but it's blacked out. What if it's not blacked out? You go back to your real life. And in that real life, you kind of go to sleep at some point and you pop back up here and, you know, never remember where the fuck you was. Anyway, you get it? You don't know that's the reality. And it was too deep for you? Let's talk about Jake Paul. You getting the point? You getting the point? Why the fuck would you think somebody of my caliber of wisdom care about a Jake Paul? And I could just not make up, but just dive into the deepest topic that you ever heard in your life off the fly. No thought, bro. You have to think on that. You see what I just said about unconscious? That's probably the deepest shit you ever heard. You see how I just snatched that shit out of thin air, no effort? I tell you, ask me a question. I'm brain on blank. Talking about Jake Paul. Somebody asked me a question. Do you see the difference? That question was deeper than any question y'all probably ever gonna come up with in y'all whole life. With thinking. Like, ooh, let me think. I didn't even think. I just snatched that shit out of my mind space. If you ask me, think of a good question, Solid Swell, y'all already know what's gonna happen. You're gonna hear some deep shit that you might not want to hear, like what I just said. Again, when y'all go into unconscious, right? So it's blacked out. But it ain't blacked out, y'all just don't remember. If I say, like, when you went unconscious, was it black and you was present, or you don't even remember shit? You gonna say, I don't remember shit. Okay, so if you don't remember shit, how you don't know that you was somewhere and you was doing something. And this physical thing you in right now, this is just one of those dreams. What you gonna say? No, it ain't. Why? You gonna leave here in a little while when you go to sleep. A two-sided coin. Both sides conscious, but you don't remember either conscious when you ain't in it. When y'all in dream, y'all remember here? Or, no, you don't. So now I say, man, when you was unconscious, you was in a place you don't remember? No. That's my point. How you know where you was at? Y'all go from unconscious to all the different dreams that y'all may go into then now what y'all call physical life. But it's all the same thing. You as a mind just popping into different consciousnesses or different awakes. But you never remember the one from the other, like that part. Now how y'all know what unconsciousness is then? Y'all can't go past unconsciousness or remember it? Because y'all still got y'all self. Say, Solace, I want to pass unconsciousness and see and remember. You can't because you. But you don't want to give that up. This you got a name. You stuck on it. It's real to you. Your mother made your name up out of thin air, so it don't mean nothing. It is not real. She made it up with your daddy or whoever she did. But it's real to you. Say, no, my name is real. My mama gave it to me. I forgot she made it up. I didn't even think of that. Like that. This is how y'all live in life. I did know my mama made up my name, but I didn't even think about that. So to me, my name is real. Until you said that, now I'm like, oh yeah, she did make it up. It ain't necessarily real. Y'all got like that, a bunch of fake stuff that y'all view as real that have to do with you. It's just something that things in this world put on you, like, and have nothing to do with you. Your mama named you because you couldn't name yourself. She was of this world. And your daddy named you. Same difference. And you walk how you walk because somebody taught you how to walk like that. And you act how you act because somebody taught you to act that way. And everything about you is something that somebody in this world made you. And there was never no moment where you said, I have to undo all of this and make my own self. That's the only way it's going to be right. I'm able now to like name myself and do whatever I want, how I want. You don't have to name yourself, but you get my point? Like that. More than that, it should be easy for you to just let all of that go. Everything concerning you being as though you know it's just something that somebody in this life forced on me. Life made all of that. It should make it easy to let it go. What you say? I don't care about my name. I don't care about none of that. It don't matter. Your name is you. If we remove your name, you're not an individual no more. You just hey you or nothing. I mean like that. As a soul, you still you as a name. When you go in the dream, you still you to you. Even in dream, when you should have lost yourself. When y'all go in a dream, y'all, but you don't see how amazing that is. When you say, damn, when I go into unconscious, I don't even remember that I have a physical life, kids, anything. But somehow when I tap in a dream, I know me. Feel like I do. Y'all don't question yourself about nothing. You know you already. How you still you in dream? That's a whole different realm of existence. I mean like that. Y'all can't get past the blackness or the unconsciousness because y'all hold on to yourselves even in death. Unconsciousness is like dying. You still you when you dead and you no more. Like, so like that. And that's shedding the ego. The ego is the self. Most people don't understand how deep that go. Most y'all say Solace got ego. If I had ego, I wouldn't be half as wise as you see. I have control over my emotions. You know, I tap into arrogance, whatever I want at any moment. Anger. But it's not real. Y'all's ain't evil. It just control y'all. Minds don't control me, I control it. But however you cut it, it still ain't real. Y'all get mad, y'all hate people, it's not real. Y'all just want it to be. So y'all keep feeding the flame to make it feel real to you. Whoever you hate, whoever you dislike, it's not real. If it was, why you gotta keep activating yourself to keep it real? Huh? Because like I said, that shit ain't real however you cut it. But it's all one with the ego. You can let the ego go. So there's many things, that y'all will become aware of. You said the only time I remember physical life is when I recognize and or speak to someone from physical life in a dream, but the dream always ends when I realize I know them from physical life. You're not making any sense. This is a place of truth. Said, I guess I'm going to hit the Cash App since nobody else going to do it. Yeah, go on ahead and do that. Salam, shalom. Somebody said consciousness. Oh, Romeo Akbar said consciousness is a strange thing. Oh, unconsciousness is a strange thing. Inhale, exhale. Close your eyes. Feel a pulsating force that is coming from. The unconscious is the one going in. Meaning unconsciousness and consciousness is that. The breath. What they call a soul in Hinduism. The breath, the Atman. That. Unconsciousness is the in, or what y'all will call the inhale. The exhale is the consciousness. Salam, shalom. Thank you to whoever gave that. Like I said, the unconsciousness is the inhale, or what y'all call the inhale. But it's really just a pulsating force within y'all that goes up and down. When it goes down, y'all inhale. When it goes up, y'all exhale. That's why I said close your eyes and breathe. You'll see like, oh yeah, right here in my solar plexus, there's like a force. It's pulsating. That's what's making that. That's your soul, like pulsating force. And you get it? It makes for the breath. It makes for the unconsciousness and the consciousness that you are. The point I'm making is unconsciousness is your own self. And the measure of your ignorance. The measure of what you don't know. So, you say, I don't know a lot of shit, Solace. Unconsciousness is vast. I'm sure you get a good sleep, don't you? You don't have no dreams. You sleep straight through the whole night. That ignorance is vast, big baby. Solace, I need about 12 hours of sleep because they just ain't enough. Yeah. Vast. It's my bedtime. I'm an old man. I got to remember these things. Now I'm about to depart. Thank you, Wild Champ. You said I meant the only time I remember physical life while I'm dreaming is when I see someone from physical life in my dream. God, you said that the first time, and I said that don't make no sense. You sound stupid. You talking like your physical dream ain't a direct reflection of. Y'all just have lie problem. I have to just stop playing with myself on it. Some of y'all got real bad problems. All y'all could do is lie, make up shit. It's a part of the nature. That's why, like in that good book, it'd be like, and they say like your father was a liar. And when he speak lies, speaks his own. Y'all don't understand these things. Meaning, if I ask you right now, like, yo, you're fucking making up shit. Most people don't even remember their dream to truly remember whatever. You get it? You overlooking the detail you going into in the extremity of that detail, which is giving away that you're fucking lying. But for some reason, you get my point? Y'all have a problem. Like, I don't, maybe you too dumb to even realize who you talking to. Where you got a brain to say, nah, he on a whole nother vibration. Let me just chill. He might know if I'm telling the truth just off of knowing, like, if I am. Fuck having to listen to what I'm saying. He already know, like, just skip over everything in life, even your own self, and then you get it. If I ask you right now, why you couldn't just say something truthful? It didn't even have to be about no dreams or nothing. Say something truthful. Shit, say something truthful right now. Watch what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be stuck. Watch what's gonna happen. Don't take offense though. This ain't an attack against you. You attacking me with lies. I don't like lies. Even if even if I ain't supposed to know it's a lie, I don't like it still. I ain't good at pretending like I used to be able to pretend like, you know how y'all do? Fuck all that. I don't know how to do that no more. Nigga, you lying. Y'all gotta get there. Why y'all not there with it? Y'all play dumb on yourselves sometimes. Like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Man, fuck feelings. Nobody got feelings and nobody care about nobody's feelings. I know y'all don't care about mine. Y'all don't care about each other's really. It's all a play. Like, let me show I'm good instead of really just being good. It's all a play. You get wise, you don't feel like playing no more. Like, you don't feel like playing a game with people. Let's have a bullshit conversation and pretend like we talking about something important. You follow? It become like dumb song and dance circle of fakeness that never ends. You say to somebody, hey, what's going on? How you doing? You get the programmed answer, I'm good, what's going on with you? They whole life upside down, but they never gonna say that. They gonna be like, I'm alright, how you? Like that. We don't real talk ever. It's just always fake made up talk, programmed talk. When y'all need somebody to truly talk to and somebody be like, hey, what's going on with you? Why you lying? Be like, I'm good. This is my point. Y'all lost in the frequency, haven't become aware, like, hold up, this shit is fake. He right. All we do, we just live in this play. It's like everybody in a play and they whatever role in the play they are. And everybody know it's a play and a fake song and dance, and it's like y'all sitting around waiting for the next person to be like, yeah, this shit fake, I ain't playing no more. And you be like, I ain't gonna play either. Then it'll happen. That's how life is when you get wise. You just see people playing Ring Around the Rosy. You like, they just all waiting for the one of them. Y'all all waiting for the first person to jump out the window first to be like, yeah, fuck this shit. It's like that. It's like looking at little kids. I don't know how to explain it. I guess becoming wise is big ego, because you get it? You see how like y'all small to y'all. Y'all need mad shit to feel important, and you get my point? Ain't no natural splendor in just glories with the self. It's all fake, like. And so I teach, real shit. Build the self up for real. But, tablespoons at a time, child. Now I'm about to depart. Hopefully you ain't take offense, Lorenzo Bukes. You wasn't lying. You was being honest. Maybe like that. So you feel good, I know y'all care. You care what Wild Silas think. You care what the next person think. That's why y'all lie. You pretend like y'all don't know lie when y'all hear it. It's also y'all be like, So I like you. I don't want you to take offense and feel like you don't like me now because he said I'm a liar. Just forget it if you're gonna go to that extreme. You could be you telling the truth if you're gonna go there. Outside of that, you get my point. Y'all gotta get up to a place where y'all not reaching for those kind of things. Cause do you see how fast your whole countenance could get dropped on the floor? Somebody you like don't agree with you whole life over now. You can't live like that. You gotta be solid in self. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, y'all lie because y'all want people to like y'all, maybe think like this of you. When you get past all of that, wanting people to like you and you just you. In the truth, always speaking the truth. Well, what just happened won't never happen. Meaning nobody can let you down for not agreeing with you or doing this with you. Because that ain't what you're reaching for. You just speak the truth and they'll get there when they do. You follow? You say, yeah, I'm here to learn. I know. Salam. Don't take offense, like I said. I see you said you didn't. Like that. Take the jewels and just learn. Apply it to self. Reach for the self to like self. You reaching for other people to like you or accept you. And this help you to accept the self. The more people think that you something, the more you believe it. You gotta reverse that. I'm telling this for most of y'all. You gotta believe you and you gotta be what you say you is. And they gonna catch the fuck on when they do. You live in reverse. I'll do this. Maybe they'll like me. Ew, they look like they like me. Let me do some more. You living on them. You gotta live off the self's ether. You get my point? And so, most people in reverse. They looking for that worldly acceptance so that they can accept their own self. But then when the world throw them aside, then they throw their self aside. And you gotta start with self. The same when you go into a relationship with somebody. You can't be going in all dependent in the brain and looking for their acceptance. You have to be you, and y'all two have to come together as one. You get my point? If you dependent on it and trying to nitpick and do whatever you can do to make the person like you, well, when they throw you to the side, do you get my point? You be on the side. You gotta like the self, respect the self, and you get my point? You have to start there. Once you there, you don't have no desire to be lying or flip-flopping around or doing anything that's untrue to just life, period. It don't matter to you. From there, you get my point? People come around when they do. Meaning, nobody don't like y'all in y'all fake way. Y'all know it. That's why y'all do all y'all do to try to make them like it. Y'all just live in the fake little song and dance. And when you do like I said and start to like yourself and be true to self, they gonna come around when they do. They still gonna be used to you being us the dumb motherfucker in the song and dance with them. But over time, they'll see like, oh. And whoever like you will like you, and whoever don't. And that's life. Some people like day, some people like night. Some people like water, some people like the dry land. Whatever the case may be, you can't be everything. You can't be day and night, sea and sand. You can only be what you can. And be that in truth, and that's it. And you get my point? People come and go as they do. Now I'm departing. Hopefully y'all grasp this. Took it in peace, you know. Salam.